Here are 10 interesting and lesser-known facts. 1. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not actually berries. Bananas are considered berries because they are a type of fruit that develops from a flower with a single ovary and contains seeds. Specifically, bananas are classified as a botanical berry because they have a fleshy, edible fruit with seeds inside, all of which are characteristics of a true berry. On the other hand, strawberries are not actually berries, despite their name. They are a type of fruit called an aggregate accessory fruit, which means that they are formed from multiple ovaries in a single flower. In fact, each seed on the surface of a strawberry is actually an individual ovary containing a single seed, making them more similar to an apple or pineapple than a berry. The classification of fruits as berries or not can be a bit confusing and is based on botanical definitions rather than common usage. In general, fruits that are fleshy and contain seeds are considered berries, while fruits that have a hard outer layer or are formed from multiple ovaries are not. 2. The shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar, lasting only 38 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War, which took place on August 27, 1896, is recognized as the shortest war in recorded history, lasting only 38 minutes from the time the first shots were fired until the British declared victory. The conflict arose after the death of the pro-British Sultan of Zanzibar and the appointment of his successor, who was not favored by the British. When the new Sultan refused to step down, the British issued an ultimatum demanding that he abdicate and vacate the palace by 9 a.m. the next day. When the deadline passed, the British opened fire on the palace, which was quickly destroyed. The Sultan's forces offered little resistance, and casualties on both sides were minimal, with only around 500 Zanzibari soldiers and civilians killed or wounded. The British declared a protectorate over Zanzibar and installed a new, more compliant sultan shortly after the end of the conflict. Despite its brevity, the Anglo-Zanzibar War remains a notable event in military history, and its short duration has made it a subject of fascination for many people. 3. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is over 9,000 years old. There is some controversy around the claim that the world's oldest piece of chewing gum is over 9,000 years old. While there have been reports of ancient chewing gum found in various parts of the world, the authenticity of these claims is not universally accepted. One example of ancient chewing gum is a piece of tar-like substance discovered in Sweden in the 1990s. The substance is believed to be birch bark tar, which was used by ancient people for various purposes, including as an adhesive and as a chewing gum. The age of the substance has been estimated to be around 9,000 years old, based on carbon dating. However, not everyone agrees that this substance is actually chewing gum. Some experts argue that the tar was not used for chewing, but was instead used as an adhesive or for waterproofing. There have been other claims of ancient chewing gum, including a piece found in Finland that dates back around 5,000 years, and another piece found in Switzerland that is believed to be around 6,000 years old. However, these claims also have their skeptics, and there is no consensus on what qualifies as the world's oldest piece of chewing gum. 4. Sloths only defecate once a week. Yes, it is true that sloths typically only defecate once a week. This behavior is related to their low metabolism and slow digestion. Sloths have a unique digestive system that is designed to extract as many nutrients as possible from their plant-based diet, which consists mainly of leaves. However, this slow digestion also means that the process of defecation takes longer than in most other animals. In addition, sloths live high up in trees, and leaving their perch to defecate on the ground would make them vulnerable to predators. As a result, sloths have evolved to only defecate about once a week, when they descend to the ground to dig a hole and deposit their waste. Interestingly, when sloths do defecate, they release a large amount of waste material, up to a third of their body weight. This waste material is also an important source of nutrients for other organisms in the forest ecosystem, as it contains undigested plant material that can be broken down by fungi and other decomposers. 5. The longest English word is 45 letters long. The longest word in the English language recognized by the Oxford English Dictionary is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, which has 45 letters. This word refers to a type of lung disease caused by the inhalation of very fine silica particles. However, it is worth noting that there are other very long words in English, including specialized scientific terms and chemical names, but these are not generally considered part of everyday vocabulary. 6. The world's largest snowflake on record was 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick. According to the Guinness World Records, the largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick. This snowflake was reportedly observed by a farmer named Matt Coleman in Fort Keogh, Montana, USA in January 1887. The report of this observation is considered credible by some meteorologists, but others question its accuracy. It is important to note that the size of snowflakes can vary widely depending on a variety of factors, including temperature, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. While it is possible for snowflakes to reach very large sizes, most snowflakes are typically much smaller, with an average diameter of around 0.2 inches. 7. Cows have best friends and can become stressed when separated from them. Cows are social animals that form close bonds with other members of their herd, including their offspring, siblings, and even unrelated cows. Research has shown that cows can recognize and remember individual members of their herd, and they often form strong bonds with particular individuals, which can be considered their best friends. When cows are separated from their best friends, whether through sale, transport, or other means, they can become stressed and display signs of anxiety, such as restlessness, vocalization, and decreased appetite. This stress can also affect their behavior and productivity, as well as their overall well-being. Some farmers and animal welfare advocates have recognized the importance of these social bonds for cows and have implemented practices to promote socialization and minimize separation. For example, some farms use socialization pens to allow cows to form bonds with each other before being introduced to the larger herd, while others use cow brushes or other tools to provide social interaction and reduce stress. 8. The world's largest waterfall, based on its combined width and height, is the Angel Falls in Venezuela. The falls drop from a height of 3,212 feet, 979 meters, and have a total width of 500 feet, 150 meters, at their base. The Angel Falls are located in the Canema National Park in the Gran Sabana region of Venezuela and are named after Jimmy Angel, an American aviator who discovered the falls in 1933. The falls are a popular tourist destination and can only be reached by boat or plane, due to their remote location in the jungle. One interesting feature of the Angel Falls is that the water does not flow straight down, but instead cascades off a series of stepped cliffs before reaching the base. This creates a spectacular and unique visual effect, with the water seemingly hanging in the air at times. 9. The oldest known piece of art is a 40,000-year-old cave painting of a pig in Indonesia. This painting was discovered on the Indonesian island of Sulawesi in 2017 and is believed to have been created by anatomically modern humans, Homo sapiens, during the Upper Paleolithic period. The painting is located in a cave called Liang Tadong and was created using red ochre pigment. The painting shows an unknown animal that appears to have a long snout and 4 legs, with some researchers speculating that it may be a species of wild cattle or buffalo that is now extinct. The painting is significant because it pushes back the date of the earliest known cave art by thousands of years and provides insight into the creative abilities of early humans. 10. There is a species of jellyfish, known as the immortal jellyfish, that can potentially live forever. The immortal jellyfish has the unique ability to transform itself from an adult back into a juvenile form through a process called transdifferentiation. This process allows the jellyfish to essentially reset its aging process and start its life cycle over again. While the immortal jellyfish is not truly immortal and can still be killed by predators or disease, its ability to potentially live forever has made it the subject of scientific research on aging and regenerative medicine. Scientists are studying the jellyfish's ability to regenerate its cells and tissues in order to better understand the aging process and potentially develop new treatments for age-related diseases. These are just a few examples of the many fascinating and obscure facts that exist in our world.